What is up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I am back again with another video. If you're new here, my name is Rivah, and I'm here to give you guys my reaction to this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And guys, we're kind of like in an OG recording space. Like, from my A1 Day 1 subscribers, you guys already know about this setting that I'm in, so it's a little different than my usual. But we're going to have to start getting used to a little different from my usual just because I have some things that I have going on. But you guys will see that in the future. Anyway, I saw this video, okay? I scrolled past it. I didn't press play to the video. All I saw was the title of this woman saying that she don't hang out with ugly people. We're going to jump into the video, see what this woman has to say, and then I'll give you guys my feedback as I always do.
I don't hang out with ugly people. I just don't. Like, if you can't dress, if your hair's always a mess, if you're just not attractive, sorry. Like, we can't be in a clique together because I'm not the most gorgeous person, but when we walk into
don't
the
be
club
saying
or something,
stuff like that.
Why?
I'm not the most gorgeous person. Like, don't.
I mean, I'm not a freaking 10. You think I'm a 10?
Yes, you don't think you a 10? Oh my gosh, girl, you have to always think you a 10. How you gonna say you don't think you a 10, but you don't hang out with ugly people?
You can't be a 2 or 3.
What are you to you? If you're not a 10, you
A
might as well
7
be a 2 or
or
3.
8.
7 is a 2 or 3. If you don't say you a 10, you might as well be a 1 because now you just playing games with yourself.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
I don't hang out with ugly people. I just don't. Like, if you can't dress, if your hair's always a mess, if you're just not attractive, sorry. Like, we can't be in a clique together because I'm not the most gorgeous person, but when we walk into
don't
the
be
club
saying
or something,
stuff like that.
Why?
I'm not the most gorgeous person. Like, don't.
I mean, I'm not a freaking 10. You think I'm a 10?
Yes, you don't think you a 10?
This is okay. Where do I begin? There's so many things wrong with this video. Okay, there's so many things wrong with this video. I think the only place I can start is with this girl. You don't think you a 10? Like, we have to be realistic here. And this is how the sisterhood, okay, the homegirl sisterhood be keeping females delusional. Okay, delusionals, they get their heart broken. They feel like they have to puff up their chest bigger than they actually have to. They feel like they deserve the moon, the stars, and the sky above them because they are a quote unquote 10. And it's because of their homegirls that tell them, oh, why don't you think you're a 10? You always have to think you're a 10. No, you do not. That's a lie. Okay, that is something that is not true. You do not always have to believe you are a 10. It is important to know where you are on the broad spectrum. It doesn't mean that you have to have no self-worth. It doesn't mean that you think that you're, inherently ugly. You know what I mean? Just because you know that Halle Berry is prettier than you. You just know what it is. You can look at yourself accordingly and understand where you measure up. Men do that. Men have no problem with that. Right? It's rare that you have delusional men. Most men are saying, hey, I might not be the most attractive, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a whole bunch of money. Because I know my looks aren't up to par, but, women are not going to reject me because of the wealth that I have. Like, men are easily adaptable to that mindset. They know where they rank. They know what they are. They know if they're overweight. They know what it is. But women, especially if you have a homegirl like this girl, you better think you're a 10. And then she asked her, where do you rank on the scale if you don't think you're a 10? Oh, I think I'm a 7 or an 8. Ma'am. I mean, listen, anybody is entitled to feel however they want to feel about themselves. Right? This is not a personal attack or me saying anything personally to this person. But she's telling you that she thinks she's a 7 or an 8. You tell her you might as well be a 2 or a 3 if you think you're a 7 or 8. Because if you think you're anything less than a 10, then something is wrong with you. And that is not true. It's okay to have be self-aware. It's definitely okay to be self-aware. My other problem with this is she says that she is not the most gorgeous person in the world. But she don't hang out with ugly people. And I think it's distasteful for her herself to call other people ugly. I think that's distasteful. And it's so interesting because, this is the same type of person that if people were to go onto the internet and bash that person for their looks, oh, why are you doing that to her? That's not cool. That's not nice. But then she has the audacity to like call other people ugly. Like, why would you do like? It's so funny because the people who are like, more times than not, the people who are on a high level of like being attractive or like a high level of attractiveness, they're not the ones walking around calling people ugly. If you want to look at it like across the board, most of the time the people who are relatively like considered extremely attractive or really attractive, they don't walk around calling people ugly. They're the ones that are saying like, the beauty is within you. But once you feel the need to say that, oh, I don't hang out with no ugly girls, that means that you feel like there's people who are beneath you. Right? And then you have your homegirl over here telling you, you don't think you're a 10, you better think you're a 10. No. No. Rate yourself. First of all, to be honest, it's rare that there's even a 10 that actually exists. Let's just be honest, right? There's a lot of people that are extremely beautiful, but 10, we're talking about 10 stars perfection. There are people out there that exude that type of beauty, but it's rare. It's rare beauty. There's not a whole bunch of 10s walking around. Okay? We don't see a whole bunch of 10s when we go to the mall. Let's just be honest. You don't go to the grocery store and say, man, there's a whole bunch of 10s here. Like, no. No, and that's just being honest. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of these models that we see on the cover of magazines are not 10s. They're beautiful. Some of them have like a weird beauty or like an attractive beauty that is kind of like abstract. That's not the norm. And that's why people are so fond of them, because they look so different. But it doesn't mean that they're a 10 because they're a supermodel. So if there's supermodels who are not 10s, what say the average girl? Okay, what say the girl who, you know, is not really knowledgeable about certain things, or maybe isn't losing weight, or maybe isn't as fit as she possibly can be. Not saying that big girls can't be pretty. That's not what I'm saying at all, because you have some big girls that are gorgeous. But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of other factors when it comes to beauty. Some women are beautiful because of their physique, not necessarily their face. Some women are beautiful strictly because of their face and not their physique. Some women are beautiful because they're just, cute and petite. And there's something about them that just makes them beautiful. It's about aesthetics and it's about symmetry. Some people are beautiful just because they're so symmetrical in every way. There's different reasons why people are beautiful, but it's not going to change the fact that if you're this homegirl, okay, who's the real issue here, is telling her friend that she's a 10. So you're setting your homegirl up to go out, and you think that across the board, if a whole bunch of people voted, do you think that they would vote her a 10? Realistically, no, they would not. They would not. So you're gassing her up, and I don't like people like that. I don't like people that be fronting. Like, I don't like, that's not a true friend. A true friend is not going to be somebody who's fronting with you. That's not a true friend. A true friend's not gonna gas you up to make you feel like or fluff you up, and realistically, they don't even believe the things that they're saying to you. Especially the fact that you're saying, "Oh, I don't hang out with ugly people. I'm not the most gorgeous person, but I definitely can't have no ugly girl in my clique." Like, what? What? And it's a lot of women that think like that. There's a lot of women who think like that. Oh no, I don't want to hang out with her because this. And then you have women who think the opposite. I want to hang out with ugly girls, or who they deem ugly, so that they can be the pretty ones, so that they can stand out, so they can be the Beyonce of the group. Like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. And that's why a lot of females don't trust each other. Because you're saying you don't hang I don't hang out with no ugly people. But what if your friends are hanging out with you because they see that you're the ugly one? Now what? What if you found out that all the pretty girls that hang out with you don't mind hanging out with you because they think that you're the ugly one of the group? How would that make you feel? But you're saying that you don't hang out with no ugly people. If it's your friend, right? Let's just be honest. If it's your friend, if this is somebody that you bond with or connect with. You're going to tell that person that you can't hang out with them because of the way that they look on the inside, but then you want to turn to men and say, oh, well, why don't you love me, or why don't you see this? Oh, well, I don't have to be the most beautiful. It's what's inside that counts, but you can't even keep that up with your own homegirls. It's madness to me. And distasteful. And genuinely distasteful to even say that. Yeah, a lot of y'all girls be moving funny style, and especially this girl, right? Especially this one.
Oh my gosh, girl, you have to always think you a 10. How you gonna say you don't think you a 10, but you don't hang out with ugly people?
She can't be a 2 or 3.
What are you to you? If you're not a 10, you
A
might as well
7
be a 2 or a 3.
8.
7 is a 2 or a 3. If you don't say you a 10, you might as well be a 1, because now you just playing games with yourself.
Playing games with who? It's not about playing games with yourself. It's about being honest with yourself. It's about being honest with yourself. But you saying she just playing games with herself, not, again, you're fluffing her up. So that she'll have unrealistic expectations. Oh, so because I'm a 10, a man gotta pay my bills. A man gotta buy me this. A man gotta fly me out. A man gotta do all these things because I'm a 10. And listen, there's nothing wrong with thinking highly of yourself, and there's nothing wrong with having self-respect. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself, but there's also nothing wrong with knowing where you are on the scale. Genuinely. Guys, I just want to know what you guys think about this, okay? I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I feel like how Kevin feel right here.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel right now. What he said?
You cannot make this shit up.
Poor Kevin. I miss Kevin so much. Kevin would have a field day with these things. And it's so crazy to me because now that Kevin has passed, you always see his meme at the end of like some crazy conversations. And I know for a fact he probably would have loved that. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Again, for the setup, just guys get a little bit used to it because I'm in motion. Okay, I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm in motion, so you guys are gonna see completely different setup in a couple of days. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And of course, I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Take care.